And now that you've got your points chosen, let's do the final preparations for analysis. So, yeah, if you wanted to continue adding more points and analyzing different samples, you just would go to the stage condition and just move around with the joystick, and you can digitize points for as long as you want, and then once it's finished, then you can go ahead and analyze it. Normally, if you have enough points, what a lot of people do is they spend a couple hours digitizing points that they want to analyze, and as soon as they run the analysis, you can go out, get some lunch, and then come back. Sometimes, depending on how many elements you're analyzing for, it's about a few minutes per point, so you can kind of calculate how long the analysis will go. Okay, so we're ready to go, ready to do this analysis. So the first thing you want to do is let's close the Faraday cup, PCD in, turn the scan generator off. On the quantitative analysis, under measurement, hit EOS condition. Okay, and what you want to do always is adjust the current so that it's at 20 nanoamps. You do that by clicking on the EOS monitor, clicking on current, and then adjusting it. We'll just do a fine adjustment. We're almost there. Wrong way. Perfect. Okay. All right, now that it's at 20, hit read on your EOS condition, and then hit OK. Now let's go to measurement, and let's actually to the video. Let's go to video 2 so we can see this optically. I like to keep the optical video on while it's analyzing, just to make sure that I've been in optical focus as it's analyzing each sample if I'm watching the analysis. Having this on doesn't affect the analysis, so I like to just leave that on. Okay, now go to preset measurement. Okay, whoops. And here you can this is the last step before you start analyzing, and then this yellow button here, just hit that, and voila, here we go. The analysis is beginning. Two windows will pop up, the measurement control window. See, right now it's going to point 1, which is on the standard, and we're running it as an unknown. So it's going right to that point that we selected. And I feel confident because it's optically in focus, and it'll be analyzing now, and then we can see the real-time data over here under this window where it says listing, and it's going to list all the information you need: channel element, the accumulation counts per second, where the peak is located, and then its weight percent calculation. Okay, and so then what I like to do is, as soon as we're analyzing that first point, I like to go to standard analysis, and I'll show you why in a second. This window will pop up, and we're on the olivine standard. If you go to measurement and element condition, what you can do is pull up the standard composition for olivine, and then we'll compare the results in real time. We're running the standard as an unknown, and then we'll compare what it analyzes as an unknown to the standard values. Okay, so we're starting to get some data here. All right, if you bear with me for just a second. So this is what we're expecting, around 50% weight percent MgO, 41% SiO2, just a little bit of manganese, 7.5% iron, and nickel, really low values. And the other thing we also like to look at is once we like to look at the totals, the weight percent totals. If it's within 1 weight percent of 100, we'd consider that a decent analysis. But that's pretty good. Okay, so SiO2 is at 40 weight percent, which is reasonably close. We could change that afterwards. Maybe sometimes silica we like to use the BHVO standard, which is the Columbia River basalt. Sometimes we do that, but here it's pretty close. Magnesium 51%. That's a little bit off, maybe 1 weight percent. And then iron's spot on, really. So this looks good. We set up the analysis correctly. We've got a good total, and pretty much confident that the rest of the analysis will go well. But as always, once we analyze the unknown, we'll see maybe if there's some problems, if we have to do some adjustments, standard adjustments. So, okay, that's good. So let's close this. You can hit OK. Don't change those numbers. Hit close, and then standard analysis and exit. And I'll meet you when the measurement's over. We'll see you on the rebound.